The Cameron County District Attorney's Office reports an increase in child abuse cases. Raising awareness today are Brandy Bailey and Victoria Cisneros. Thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Thank you.
First, we'll start with you, Brandy. Of course, we want to learn more about the Child Abuse Unit. What does it entail and what do you guys do over there?
The Child Abuse Unit encompasses 3 prosecutors, an investigator, and a paralegal. And what we want to do is work closely with law enforcement so that we can have a better investigation and have a better outcome in our prosecution of child abuse cases.
And for people out there that don't know what types of cases you have there hitting your desk, what can you share with us?
Our cases within the Child Abuse Unit are primarily the most egregious child sexual abuse cases because we want to make sure we spend the extra time with children to prepare them if we do have to go to trial.
Impressive numbers that, Victoria, you shared with us today, and we want to show those stats with people. I mean, we're talking about 4,104 investigations, and you can tell us more about those confirmed or not confirmed victims?
So the investigations that are just over 4,000 are actually from the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services. 1,200 of those were confirmed victims, but what you really need to focus on is the 364 cases that were submitted to our agency, because of those 64 were prosecuted. So of the 1,209 victims, it doesn't necessarily mean that a crime was committed, Brandy was telling me, but you know, we do have a lot of cases that are submitted to our office, and just because the case is submitted, it doesn't mean that it's going to get prosecuted. Those 64 that were prosecuted were the most egregious, as Brandy was telling you a minute ago.
Wow, that's impressive. I mean, there's tons of victims out there, clearly, and probably many that are afraid to speak out. And so You've Got a Friend in Me is really an event that aims to raise that awareness. So let's talk about that coming up.
That's correct. The whole point of that event is for kids to see that law enforcement and the District Attorney's Office and Child Protective Services, we're here for them. We're here to make their voices heard. We're here to keep them safe. And so we want a day for them just to come out, enjoy playing games with law enforcement, doing potato sack races with law enforcement, water gun fights with law enforcement, so that they know that they're safe in our society.
Yeah, definitely in that environment, hopefully, maybe then they'll open up about a situation they're dealing with, and that information is on your screen right now. This Saturday, April 28th at Linear Park in Brownsville from 9 to 11, Victoria. Also out there for residents that may know somebody that is a victim.
Absolutely. We want to open it up to the public this year, not just in case you know someone that's a victim, but we want you to come out and get educated. Come talk to people like Brandy. We also have 2 other ADAs in that particular unit, and we want you to come out and talk to them, learn what maybe some of the different symptoms that you may see amongst the children, learn what to look for. And also we want the public to come out and support these kids, because it's important to have that community support for them.
Yeah, certainly. Thank you both again for joining us this afternoon. Important information.